All right, this is a percent problem. It says Josh practices free throws during basketball practice on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, he attempts 20 free throws and 11 basketballs went in the basket. First thing we want to do is we want to figure out I'd like to figure out what percent that is. So you can do that pretty quickly just by dividing. So if we say 11 out of 20, 11 divided by 20, that's going to be 0.55, so that's 55%. Okay, just to get an idea of where we're starting at. Now, the question says, over both days, Josh wants at least 75% of his balls to go in the basket. If he makes every free throw on Monday, what's the minimum number of free throws required on Tuesday to reach his goal? And so, or if he makes every free throw on Tuesday. So what he wants to do is he wants to keep shooting balls until that percentage jumps up to 75. So a couple approaches, you could easily say, all right, his next one's going to be 12 out of, and then that would be 21. And you see how that's 57, 13 out of 22, 59, 14 out of 23. Of course, that can be kind of tedious and time consuming. You don't know how long it's going to take you to get up to 75%. So the better approach in this problem is to write an equation to solve. So we'll start with doing 11 out of 20. But we're going to leave some space after 11 out of 20 because we're going to add a number on the numerator and the denominator. That number is the number of consecutive times you got to keep throwing, because remember, you want this to be a success, so it's going to add to your percentage, but it's also an overall shot. Now you want that to be 75%. So that's your equation, 11 plus x over 20 plus x equals 0.75. Now you can solve this by dealing with the decimals, or you can make 75 like more of a fraction. Well, that's up to you, but 0.75, if you want to make that a fraction, I mean, that's 3/4. I could just verify that, yeah, that's going to be 3/4. Or you can do 75 out of 100, but you're going to get bigger numbers that way. If you treat it like a fraction, then you can cross multiply, right? So you can say 3 times 20 plus x equals 4 times 11 plus x. And so that's 60 plus 3x equals 44 plus 4x. And so if I take away the 3x, that's x. So 60 equals 44 plus x. Now we just have to subtract 44. Now that's going to give me 16. So 16 represents how many times on Tuesday Josh would have to keep shooting free throws in a row in order to get that up to 75%. So 16 consecutive free throws on Tuesday. And we'll check that here in the calculator. So one thing I can do is, we've got 11 out of 20. Now, if I just do plus 16, without even dealing with the graph, you can see that that's going to be 0.75. Now, if you wanted to do that as an x, then you can do y equals 0.75. And you'd have to figure out, again, the point of intersection to get there, but you still get it. So there you go.